What's your message to him? Look at him and tell him what's going to happen.
No messages. I'm just ready for war, ready to win. It's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be totally different from last time, you know. I've just grown up and I've learning more about myself as a man. So I can't wait to put on the show and become undisputed and just do the business.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. The biggest fight in modern heavyweight boxing is just around the corner. On July 19th, live from a sold-out Wembley Stadium, the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world is on the line as Oleksandr Usyk defends his throne against the man who believes he was robbed of it the first time, Daniel "Dynamite" Dubois.
Daniel, just a kind of a prediction for this fight. Obviously, I know you're very confident going into this second bout. How do you see the fight going?
A win.
A win?
Just a win.
And you're not looking for a knockout?
Knockout points, whatever happens, a win. That's my golden ticket. That's my prediction, a win. That's all.
Talk to me about that face-off down there. It kind of reminded me of that face-off you had with AJ when you kind of said, listen, I'm not gonna take a step back, you know? I'm gonna stand up to you a bit, you know? How come you decided to push him?
I was playful, that wasn't really no.
Daniel Dubois has delivered a powerful declaration ahead of his hugely anticipated rematch with Oleksandr Usyk this July. He is vowing to unseat the Ukrainian icon and unify the heavyweight division under his name. The stakes for this fight are astronomical. For Dubois, this is more than a shot at redemption. It's the culmination of a lifelong ambition to become the undisputed champion of the world. On the other side of the ring, with Usyk approaching the twilight of his storied career, this bout is as much about cementing a legacy as it is about retaining glory. The first time these two warriors met back in 2023, the fight left a sour taste in the mouths of many observers. The controversy wasn't about the quality of the action, but the pivotal moment that defined the ending. Dubois, who was acquitting himself well against the champion, was penalized for what was deemed a controversial low blow in the 5th round. That ruling afforded Usyk a crucial recovery period, and he ultimately capitalized, stopping Dubois later in the 9th. For Dubois, that night represented a massive missed opportunity, leaving him with a profound sense of unfinished business that has haunted him ever since.
And fighting Oleksandr Usyk last time out, he's going to take a lot of positives from that. Even though, you know, minus the low blow, the on the belt line, minus that, Usyk really was having his way with him. But you're going to take that experience of fighting in hostile territory, if you like, a stadium fight against Oleksandr Usyk back then. Since then, he's had 2 big fights in Saudi. He's had the AJ fight in Wembley. So he's going to make that walk. July 19th, he's going to make that walk, and there's going to be no fear in making that walk. And I had a really good vantage point of seeing him make the walk for AJ. And I'm telling you now, that I don't know what they did to him in the change room, but that guy came out like old school Mike Tyson. He came out just wanting to fight. There was no looking around, there was no smiles. He marched to the ring, and he's going to march to the ring again. This kid has no fear. Honestly, there's no fear. I wish we could kind of gauge like his heart rate. I think he's perfect right now.
Fast forward to today, and Daniel Dubois has undergone a stunning transformation. The fighter once viewed as a raw talent full of potential but lacking in top-tier experience now stands as a certified monster in the heavyweight division. His journey was capped by a career-altering knockout victory over Anthony Joshua at Wembley Stadium, a win that cemented his status among the world's elite heavyweights. Now holding the IBF championship, Dubois is primed for his second shot at Usyk, who possesses the WBA, WBO, and WBC belts. The stage is set for a colossal rematch at that very same Wembley Stadium on July 19th, a night many speculate could be the final chapter in Usyk's legendary career.
At the highest level.
I know he's had his defeats, but if you're going to do it, this is the time. You leave everything. You leave everything. You know what I mean?
Never been done before. Never.
You think he can do it, Simon?
I've always felt we could do it.
Yeah.
I've always felt that he has the capability of doing it. The thing for me is I think that Daniel Dubois is an irresistible force. I'm just worried that Oleksandr Usyk is an immovable object.
Yeah.
So I think you have to have the very, very best version of Daniel Dubois, and maybe Usyk off by 2 or 3%. Dubois wins the fight.
You're exactly right.
If he is to win, no. If he's to, I'm going to pick him to win because I want to. Now that's me going with my heart because he's an Englishman. Who do you think wins the fight?
I still can't see past Oleksandr Usyk. You know, I think we just spoke about, is he getting older or is he getting better? I think the way he lives his life.
Get off the fence. I'm going to win.
I think Usyk.
While Usyk's legacy casts a long shadow, Daniel Dubois appears completely unfazed. He has been vocal on social media, making it clear his mission is to strip Usyk of all his titles, and he plans to do it in spectacular fashion. The confidence he exudes is palpable. Unlike the younger, less seasoned fighter who stepped into the ring in 2023, Dubois has matured immensely. He is more composed, more tactically astute, and crucially, he seems to have learned from his past errors. Instead of dwelling on what happened then, he's focused on showcasing the vastly improved and more complete fighter he is today.
Top level guy, isn't he? Top level operator. Yeah, you know, can't take nothing away from him. But yeah, at this level, they're all good. So I just need to be on my A game and focus, get right, and I'll go through him. I'll do the business.
And you know, obviously you fought for your heavyweight title, but this for undisputed against Oleksandr, who is kind of known as the best heavyweight in the world. Will there be an extra bit of pressure?
Yeah, there's always fire in me. I'm always fired up for every fight I fight. So if it was, no matter who I face, with the odds on the line, I'm gonna be extra fired up to win this one and come away with a victory, and you know, just upset the plans again like we did with AJ fight, just what shocked the world.
But the question remains, is he truly ready? Critics have often pointed out that the first fight with Usyk simply came too early in his career. Usyk was operating on a different plane, both physically and mentally. In a moment of sheer honesty, Dubois' trainer, Don Charles, recently confessed that taking that first fight was a mad decision. They had a mere 14 weeks to prepare after Dubois split from his previous coach, Shane McGuigan. It was a race against time, with Charles attempting to implement a new philosophy, while Dubois was still adapting to the highest echelons of the sport.
Yeah, what can I say? I can't elaborate enough. I'm very happy, we are very happy. We happen to be sitting on a log of wood, touch wood. Everything's going according to plan. Look, we're experienced now. The first encounter with Usyk in Poland was almost 2 years ago. We're like 5 weeks away from it being 24 months since I started working with Daniel Dubois. You know, so a lot has changed. So very, very excited, very, very excited.
Charles is adamant that the version of Daniel Dubois we see today is infinitely more prepared and far more lethal. His ascent since the first Usyk fight has been remarkable, and the boxing world is taking note. The knockout of Anthony Joshua was a statement to the entire division, confirming that Dubois is now a premier threat. His evolution from a one-dimensional power puncher into a more cerebral and adaptable boxer makes him an entirely different puzzle for Usyk to solve in 2025.
We were ready. We thought as humans we were ready then. Now, I believe we're ready. Now I believe Daniel's going to receive the gift that was supposed to be for him 2 years ago. That's my take on it.
Nothing tells the story like time passing, and this is turning into quite the story. So if you look at Daniel in that first fight, away from home, he'd only just got with you as a coach. He was, heading into really the lion's den. No one was really picking him to win. It was limited experience, a huge jump up in levels.
Yep.
But the story now is, I mean, look at the last 3 wins, incredible. He's been with you so much longer. He's at home. He's in familiar surroundings of Wembley Stadium. It's all lining up.
Absolutely.
This big kind of almost spiritual moment.
Yeah, I mean, look, you couldn't write this. You couldn't write it, but it's real, it's happening, it's unfolding.
In the wider boxing community, opinions on the rematch are sharply divided. The legendary trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas has consistently been a staunch supporter of Usyk, even as he acknowledges the incredible evolution of Dubois. According to Atlas, while Dubois is a changed man, it's just not enough to make him pick against a master winner like Usyk.
Dubois has found himself. He's a different fighter. He's a different animal now. Anyone who thinks that it's the same fight they're wrong. I can't go against Usyk. I can't. Because the guy, his greatest strength is he always finds a way to win. Always. The amateurs, Olympic gold, cruiserweights, unified heavyweights, goes to London, fights a bigger guy, fights him twice, beats him. Then he goes and fights a bigger guy again, fights him twice, Fury beats him. I mean, the guy knows how to finds a way to win. He's special, but he's getting older. I would have preferred, like I said, I have nothing but admiration for both. I have some maybe extra love towards Usyk for everything he represents for his country, to fight through what I said that he fought through. I love Dubois because he's a great story for people that have been down, that you can get up. Don't give up on yourself. You can find redemption. You can turn it around. He is a great example. But Usyk, I would have loved to see him walk off into the sunset after the last Fury fight. He's getting older. He's been in a lot of tough fights. He had hundreds of amateur fights. This is an unforgiving business. It is. I know it firsthand. He's getting better. He's found himself. He's at that place now in his life where he's only going to get better. He believes in himself. He knows what he is now. He knows he can depend on himself. He is more dangerous now than he ever was. He was always a good puncher. But now he's more than just a good puncher. He's a solid man in that ring. It's a dangerous fight, Usyk. It's a very, very, very... And I salute him again. Even though I wish what I wish, I don't hide what I feel. I say it. But I salute him, that son of a gun. He's not stupid. He knows the guy's going to be better. He knows the guy's younger. He knows how dangerous. He knows how he knocked out Joshua. He knows all of that. And what does he say? Give me fight. Something like that.
Give me
along
Daniel.
Those lines. Give me Daniel, please. Thank you. Something along those lines. I love Usyk. You gotta love him. You gotta love his attitude. You gotta love the way he always finds a way to win. You gotta love the way he conducts himself, the way he carries himself. Like what? Like what? Like a champion. And like I said, you have to have nothing but enormous respect for the other guy, Daniel Dubois.
However, other analysts like Johnny Nelson see the fight playing out differently. He believes Usyk will once again outclass Dubois, but this time in a more methodical and strategic manner. Nelson doesn't envision a one-punch knockout deciding the affair. Instead, he predicts Usyk will apply relentless, intelligent pressure, systematically breaking Dubois down round by round. He points to Usyk's superior ring IQ and proven ability to be even better in rematches as the deciding factors.
The top 5 heavyweights.
The world heavyweight landscape is completely changed massively over the last 2 years. Oleksandr Usyk, he's in a picking plan. I'll pick him. He might be 2 fights down the line. He's gone. The heavyweight landscape, they're looking for a new star, a new dominant figure, and it could involve Fabio. The boxing snob is out the window now. Moses, wicked fighter, young fighters coming through. If you look at how Daniel has all of a sudden his confidence has come up. We'll see how he goes on against Usyk. Again, he may shock the world. So the landscape has changed, which again, it's very hard to predict tomorrow.
How much of a chance do you give Daniel Dubois in comparison to the second AJ fight, the Fury fights?
I think Daniel's performance in this fight will be better than his first fight against Usyk, but I do believe Usyk will put on a better performance and probably stop Daniel. In my opinion, Usyk has forever shown the public that let me blueprint download your blueprint and I've got your number. He beat Tyson better the second time. He beat AJ better the second time, and both fighters boxed better the second time around. So the only thing Daniel's got now, he's got unbelievable self-belief and confidence that's come since their last fight. So again, we'll just see what's changed.
As the fight draws near, the boxing world remains completely divided. Usyk's technical mastery and proven championship heart make him the logical favorite. But Daniel Dubois' incredible growth, earth-shattering power, and unwavering confidence suggest this will be a far greater challenge for the champion than their first encounter. This rematch promises a thrilling clash of styles with legacy on the line for both men. For Usyk, it's about cementing his place among the legends. For Dubois, it's about proving he belongs there, achieving glory, and finally getting his revenge.